pose, the sexy pose. Or my second favorite sexy pose. Thank you. Okay, now that ice has thoroughly been shattered, let's actually start the live show, shall we? Alright, so, since I said this was going to be a journey through my life, let's go all the way back to the very beginning. Billions and billions of years ago, the universe was formed when... I'm just kidding. 28 years ago, I was formed and burst forth into the universe. It was a different kind of Big Bang. Just as messy, though. And I was born into a pretty big family. There's 7 people in my family total. I have both of my parents, I have 2 older brothers, and 2 older sisters, which makes me the baby of the family. Any other babies of the family here? My people. Oh, you know exactly what it's like to be the baby of the family. You can cry and get anything you want. Sitting around with your family, randomly just going, buy me a PlayStation! Works every time. But if you're the baby of the family, you also know that it's the worst thing in the world, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sitting around at the kitchen table eating your cornflakes, looking at your brothers or sisters wrong. Do you know what you're getting? Bins! A punch in the back of the head for looking at your sister wrong. It's fine, I got a PlayStation out of it. But I grew up in a really, really small town. I grew up in a town in Ireland called Cloughan. Yeah, about the reaction Cloughan gets everywhere I go. Because it's weird. It sounds weird, doesn't it? Cloughan. It's like the noise an old man makes when he sneezes. Cloughan! I'm okay. I thought my arse was going to come out through my nose. Okay. But since everybody here in this room tonight are going to be honorary Irish people with me, you're all going to say it with me. Cloughan! God bless you. In this town of Cloughan, it was so small, there was only 600 people in the entire town. Really, really small little village. So everyone kind of knew everyone. Everyone had always seen each other walking around the streets, and each weekend, in our house, in our kitchen, 20 drunk Irish people would show up. All sitting around, all hammered, all talking to each other. And I'd been 10 years old in the middle, like, this is great. Everyone here is best friends. They weren't, they were just shit-faced. And being in that scenario, being in a family of 7 people with so many other people around me, talking in my family was like an Olympic sport. And I was going for gold. Everyone would always try and make fun of me because I was so teeny tiny small at 10 years old. I know I still am. Shut up. Where's the rest of them? In my house, being that age and everyone always trying to make fun of me, they would come up to me really, really drunk and just say things like, how are you, Shawnee? Fierce fucking small, aren't you? And I just stand there going, bitch! I was fast, I was quick, I was able to turn it around immediately on them. And I think at that age, that's the first time I ever remember making an entire room of people laugh. I wanted more. And during this time of my life, and Cloughan being such a small place, and Ireland back then being a very, very religious place, so each weekend, the entire town would go to church. Saturday night, half the town would show up at 8 o'clock for Mass. Sunday morning, the rest of the town would show up for Mass. So at least once a week, everyone saw God. And being 10 years old, in Ireland, going to church, you kind of get a little bored of it, don't you? You're not really that into it at 10 years old. You know all the words, all the prayers, great. It's not real magic, no matter what your parents tell you. Sitting in the middle of it, I was getting a little bored, so I decided I'm going to spice things up a bit. I decided I'm going to become an altar boy. Oh, no, it's not that type of story. Jesus. I know there's a reputation, but good God. You need to pay a lot more money to see that show. But being an altar boy in church, that's when I had my most embarrassing experience of my entire life. I started young. In church one night, I'll paint you a little picture, shall I? So, this is the priest. Short priest. Over at the side, I'd be kneeling down next to the altar with one of my best friends, and two of my other friends would be on the other side, just keeping our heads down, waiting for our cue to do anything. During communion, priest doing his thing, you know, talking to God, like, mad respect. We'd be kneeling down, and during communion, the collection plates would go around. You know, to collect money, to keep the church running, keep the lights on, keep God happy. Now, I've seen this done a million times. I knew where the collection plates were. They were always over on the baptismal font in this location. Kind of where these people are. Hi. Baptismal font doesn't fucking wave. Stay in character. Communion was happening, and the priest looked at me to go get the collection plates. You got this, my son. Got you, fam? Oh shit. They're not there. Where did they go? My friends didn't care. My friends were just kneeling down going... And as I stood there, 300 people all looking at me, and I could kind of tell what they were thinking. Because everyone in Clon kind of knew everyone else. I could hear what they were saying under their breath. Ah, that McLaughlin young lad. Not the brightest, is he? And I stood there, frozen in fear, all eyes on me. Kind of like you're all doing right now. Okay, childhood memories, repress them, move on. All of a sudden, my sister's husband's father, he came out of one of the seats, and he came up to the front of the altar with the collection plates in his hand. Now, I have no idea where he got these. He must have pulled them out of his arse. He came up to me and handed me the collection plate. I gave it back to him. And he went around and collected the money. And do you know what his name was? Jimmy Christie. J. Christie. Jesus Christ himself came down to help me. Good looking out, big man. But as lovely as that experience was, and as religious as Cloghan was that time, it also had a dark side. A seedy underbelly. The biggest night in Cloghan, every year, as it is with most places in the world, was New Year's Eve. But in Cloghan, we had a bit of a ritual. We would take two pitchforks, two lads standing with pitchforks in their hands on a roundabout. Do you know what a roundabout is? Yeah, of course. You're with me for now. The roundabout in Cloghan was called the Square. Yeah, you'll see as the night goes on, Irish people make no fucking sense. On this square, there were 5 roads. And the joke about Cloghan was the 5 roads that took you away from Cloghan. No one was supposed to stay in Cloghan. But on New Year's Eve, we would take these pitchforks and stand on the roundabout, and we would take sods of turf. Do you know what turf is? Really? Okay, I tried to explain turf to Americans, they had no fucking idea. So big sods of turf, we would take them and put them on top of the pitchforks. And then light them on fire. So two lads on the square with flaming pitchforks in their hands. One guy next to him playing the fiddle. Jesus Christ was back playing the accordion. And the entire town of Cloughan would line up behind them, walking down each of these 5 streets singing songs. Now, I used to think this was normal. Until we had to write material for this show, and I thought, hold on. How batshit crazy must that have looked? If you were driving through Cloughan that night, and you saw 600 people all standing around a square roundabout, hands held together, singing Kumbaya with flaming pitchforks like they're about to summon the fucking Antichrist out of the ground. Oh, Cloughan, never change. Actually, dude, that's fucking weird. But as much shit as I give Cloughan, I talk about Cloughan a lot because it was where I grew up, and I had a fantastic childhood. It really molded me into the person I was because when I was young, after school each day, I would run down the field at the back of our house and I would climb a tree. I love this tree. Would have married this tree if I could. I checked, it's not legal. But the reason I like this tree so much is because I had a rope on it. I threw a rope up as high as I could get it to go at the time, and I swung back and forth all day, every day. I thought I was Spider-Man. Still do. Spider-Man's not here. Just kidding, he is. But on this tree, when I was swinging, happy-go-lucky me one day, as I always did, one time, Jesus Christ comes back up the field. And like an Irish crocodile Dundee, he looks at my rope and goes, "That's not a rope." And then he left. Me, 10 years old, standing there with my feeble, limp little rope in my hand going, the fuck is his problem? I was having a great time. 10 minutes later, he comes back up the field with this big giant boat rope that was bigger than me. Damn, she thick! And he swung it up over the very top of the tree, higher than I could ever get it to go. And I swung like I never swung before. I'm surprised I wasn't killed. But on this exact same tree, me and my 2 best friends at the time, Porrig and Sean, another one, there's a lot of us, keep up. We had our childhood treehouse on this tree. Well, I say it was ours. We kind of stole it. I was not a very good 10-year-old. Yes, cheer for thievery. Fucking British people. But in this treehouse, me and Porrig and Sean, every day after school, after we would swing on the rope all day, we would eventually end up playing video games on our Game Boys. Do you remember Game Boy? My Game Boy was the first gaming system I ever had. I loved it. I played it in the car, I played it in my bedroom, I played it in the treehouse all the time. I had a few little games for it, and I loved it. One day, Porrig came walking down the field, looking a little different than normal. A little cockier than he normally was. I walk on him like... And out of his back pocket, he pulls out Pokemon Red. Oh, 10-year-old me did not like this. Oh no, jealous me said, "Who does this smug douchebag douchebag of a 10-year-old think he is? Of course, I didn't say that. I said, oh gee, best friend, that's great. I'm so happy that you have Pokemon. I have Pokemon Blue. I didn't. I just lied to my best friend and pretended I did. Yeah, no, I have Pokemon Blue. I don't have it with me because it's in China. My mother was in China at the time. I told him that she had it, so I just lied to him trying to save face. 2 weeks later, my mother comes back from China, and out of her suitcase, she pulls out Pokemon Blue. I cried. I had just lied to my best friend. I felt terrible. I didn't know what my emotions were yet. So, feeling terrible about it, I went back to the treehouse and I went back to my best friend and I said, aha! Fucking told you I had it. It was just in China all this time. But since Pokemon Blue and my Game Boy are the first systems and the first game I ever remember playing, I thought it'd be fun if one of you came up on stage to play Pokemon with me. Okay, so if you want to play, put that big old hand in the air. So, y'all remember Vernon? He's going to go down into the crowd. Oh, and Dream Daddy's on the PS4. He's going to go down into the crowd and pick somebody out. So if you want to play, wave that hand like you care a little. Okay, don't smack Vernon with them, okay? He's a nice lad. Oh, come on down, we have somebody already. Come on down, buddy boy. Okay, step on over here. We will get you a microphone so everybody can hear you.
Hello.
Okay. Real gamer moments. Well, something's missing. Hold on. Oh, sit on down to that. How does that feel? Okay, here we go. Hold, mind your head there, buddy. Okay. I'm very strong. Okay, what's your name?
Maxton.
Maxton?
Yeah.
Everyone say hi to Maxton. All right, Maxton. So, since you are going to be our YouTuber right now, you're going to do a little Let's Play for us, okay? You do a little Let's Play Pokemon, no pressure. You are loved in this room, okay? But since you are going to be our YouTuber right now, I want to know if you have a YouTube name.
No.
Okay. All right, Maxim. I'm going to make up your name for you. Okay? Your YouTube name is Titty Sprinkles. He's corrupting the youth! Maxton, do you like that name? Cool. Alright, so, we're going to have a little fun. You're all going to participate in this as well, okay? Like I said, we're all in this together. So, I'm going to split the audience all the way down the middle, all the way to the back, and all the way to the top. Are you still alive up there? Okay, that's a firm no. Everybody, I don't even care if I have to split someone in half. Wherever your legs land, leave them there. Everybody on this side of the audience are going to yell, titty. Oh, all the parents are very disappointed. Everybody on this side, top to bottom, you're all going to yell, sprinkles. Okay, let's get it going.
Sprinkles! Sprinkles! Sprinkles!
Thank course the fucking Let's Player made everyone yell titty sprinkles. It's okay. We're here to kill culture, okay? Good job.
Killing culture.
Alright, T-Sprink. So, you're going to start off our Let's Play. We're going to pick Bulbasaur in the essence of time, okay? Here's one I prepared earlier. Okay, but we love our little green boy, don't we?
I guess so. I mean, he's my favorite, but I don't play Pokemon, I just want to meet you.
Nice save. Okay, alright, let's get it going. You're just going to click A and we're going to start off. Please say yes. The show kind of doesn't work without it. Okay, so you're going to get Bulbasaur. Keep clicking away. Start this Let's Play off first. Good job. You got Bulbasaur. Cool, dope. Alright, do you want to nickname your Bulbasaur?
Titty sprinkles.
Okay, what do you want to nickname it?
Titty sprinkles?
Yeah, no, it's a very long name. It makes no sense.
Oh, I can't even fit it.
It's okay, let's just go with Jack September. Jackseptic.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Any further than that, my lawyer would have called you. Okay, T-Sprink. You will notice that you have a rival. And your rival's name is Life. Because sometimes in life, our biggest rival is life itself. Life likes to throw a lot at you. It's going to throw a lot of obstacles at you, okay? But you're going to be brave and you're going to fight back against life's obstacles, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Click away. Walk out of this building. Get out of here.
I'm trying.
Okay, Life got Charmander. We don't care.
Yeah, who cares about Charmander?
Oh, but life stops you, doesn't it? Life stops you in your tracks every now and then. Gets all up in your face and gets very aggressive. But you're gonna fight back. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Okay, take away this Let's Play there, Maxton. Let's see what happens, okay? You're gonna go up against life's obstacles.
Okay.
Keep fighting. Alright, here we go. Big battle coming up.
I'm not good at this.
It's okay. We've got you, alright? We know what we're doing. We're all gonna fight life together and defeat its obstacles, okay? Okay. Let's see what life is gonna send out. Laziness. One of the obstacles that many of us have fought. Maxon, have you fought laziness before?
Every day.
Of course. We all have at some points in our life. So, okay, skip the tutorial. We're Let's Players. We don't read tutorials.
Who needs tutorials?
Faster there, Maxton. You're losing them.
I hope not.
Okay, a little too aggressive there, Maxton. Alright, you use sleep powder. On laziness. Okay. Beginning to see how you deal with your problems. Alright, what should you use? There you go. Now we're fighting back. Now we're standing up for ourselves. Good job, Maxton. One down. Excellent. It's not very effective. It's fucking dead. Jeez. Okay, Maxton, wonderful. What's next? You're gaining some experience and moving on to boredom.
Boredom.
You fought boredom before as well, right, Maxton?
Yep.
Yep, we all have. What do you want to use against boredom? It's your Let's Play, Maxton.
Sweet scent.
Sweet scent. What do you think it smells like?
Flowers.
Victory! That's what it smells like, Maxton. Good job. I didn't even tell him to say that.
Victory.
Okay, their attack missed. That's good for us. Fight back, Maxton. What else do you want to use against boredom?
Oh, razor leaves.
It's okay, you're just sleeping on the job again. That's fine. When problems come your way, sleep is not always the answer, alright?
Yeah,
Fight back. Fight your boredom. Become productive.
Razor leaves.
Good job, Maxton. Yes! Another one is down.
Yay!
But a hard one is coming, Maxton. Life's next obstacle is fear. Maxton, what are you afraid of? Nothing, that's what. You're not afraid of anything.
I'm not.
Okay.
Not.
Fear didn't go down immediately, but that's okay. Sometimes it takes a lot of effort to overcome our fears, Maxton. Sometimes you have to keep fighting multiple times. Keep fighting fear. Fight back. Good job, buddy. Let's see what happens with this one. Yes! 3 down and 2 to go, Maxton. But after you defeat fear, there's something left over.
Anxiety.
Doubt.
What is it?
Look at those doubtful eggs, Maxton. How do you like your eggs?
I don't.
You don't like eggs! That's the right answer! Destroy those eggs!
Never thought of it.
Yes, Maxton! Okay, but you have one obstacle left. One of life's hardest obstacles. One that defeats many of us.
I never thought when I woke up I would be playing Pokemon, killing ants. Never thought I would.
Your final obstacle is rent.
I always
Maxton, have you ever fought rent before?
Yes. I fight it every
Maxton, where are your parents?
Well, my mom's there.
Is he telling the truth? Do you make him pay rent? You're a liar, Maxton. But it's okay. A good YouTuber tells jokes. Good job. Alright, fight back against rent, Maxton. You're almost there. You almost have the obstacles defeated.
Rent. See the house.
Yes, Maxton! Good job, buddy. You know what that means? You just went up against life and defeated all the obstacles that threw at you. Stand up and take a victory bow. Maxton, here is your victory prize. Wear your crown with honor. Thank you, buddy. It's nice playing with you. Give him some high fives on the way down. Oh, he came up here a boy, but he went home a man. Good job, buddy. My God. Excellent playthrough. I loved it. I'd like, comment, and subscribe to that. So that's the theme we're going with here tonight. A journey through life and overcoming life's obstacles. Just like we did in Pokemon right now, Maxton went up against some obstacles. And at this time in my life, I was 10 years old in my journey at this point. But the thing that people often forget is that even as kids, we go up against our obstacles. They might not be something as crazy as rent. But even as kids, we go through our struggles, and it's important to realize these and treat them seriously, because how we treat these problems might dictate how these people turn out for the rest of their lives. So it's important that we treat them properly. And, just like a video game, you go up against the obstacle, you fight back, push forward, gain some experience, and move on to your next stage of life. That next stage of life is teenagehood. Oh baby, there are some dark times ahead in this one. How many teenagers are here? Okay, settle down, teenagers. It's not all about you. But, like like my journey at that time, I moved on to my teenage years and I went to secondary school. And in secondary school, that's when the Jacksepticeye name was born. How many of you know the story of how the name came about? Oh. Alright, so for the 10 of you who don't, I'm gonna tell the story anyway. Because it's a wonderful story, beautiful story. People have been singing songs about it for years. In secondary school, I had a friend named Paul. Paul was great, Paul was grand. Thanks, Paul. But Paul found out that my mother called me Jack, because apparently Jack is a nickname for Sean. Because Sean is Irish for John, and Jack is a nickname for John. Yeah, I told you we make no sense. But because my mother had called me Jack, Paul thought it'd be great if he called me Jack. Like some sort of mama's boy joke. I'd come to school each morning and he'd meet me at the gate going, "How's it going, Jack?" Very funny individual. But one day we were all out playing football and the ball came towards me. Now, this football day was the best day in human history. Because the sun was beaming in the sky. It wasn't. Everybody in the school came out to watch us play football, even the teachers. They didn't. The fuck? One time, the ball came towards me, launched itself up into the sky, and me, being a spry young go-getter at 14 years old, saw goals in my eyes and went after it. So I launched myself into the air after the ball. Fun story, that's when the Irish space program was born. Higher and higher into the air I went, my 14-year-old muscles bristling under my shirt. Testosterone fueling my body. My long blonde hair flowing in the wind. Higher and higher I went. Slow motion kicked in and I winked at everybody on the sideline. But somebody else joined me in space that day. Somebody else decided that they wanted the glory for themselves. Now this person was wearing a pair of glasses. And I'm no scientist, but I'm pretty sure that mass times acceleration plus really sharp pair of glasses to my eye equals really fucking bad. Our heads collided. My face exploded. Red went everywhere like a human jam donut. Coming down my face, covering half my vision in red, like a pair of old shitty 3D glasses. Some people gasped. Some people cried. The older kids on the sideline said, "Who the fuck is that again?" I hit the ground with a murderous thud and was carted off into the nurse's station. Well, we didn't have a nurse's station. We had a teacher's room with one bandage in it. Well, that was deemed good enough for me. So, after the teacher had bandaged me up, I was sent off home because I was too scary for the rest of the kids to look at. And after about 2 weeks had passed, I was deemed necessary to come back to school, but my wound hadn't healed fully. I came back and had this big, gross green lump over my eye. Well, yeah. I'd be worried if some of you went, "Ooh, yum!" When I came back with this infected eye, Paul decided he was going to take the Jack name further and call me Jacksepticeye. Oh, he thought he was very clever. Oh yeah, calling me Jacksepticeye all the time. Trying to get even some of my teachers to call me Jacksepticeye. Who's laughing now, Paul? Paul, I hope you're doing well. I don't know why I look up, he's not dead. my war wound had healed and I was back in school, I decided I'm going to do what most teenagers do at this age. I'm going to start a band. I thought me, alone, Shawnee boy, was going to become the next Linkin Park. And I started off playing guitar because I wanted to be that guy. You know him, you love him. You know, the guy with his acoustic guitar at the house parties, outside by the campfire, back up against the tree, singing about his emotions. Like, I care about my feelings, 'cause I play guitar. Oh, you know him, good. Yeah, I wanted to be that douchebag. But, sadly, I'm not very musically gifted. And I have the attention span of a fucking spoon. Also, playing guitar was the first time I realized how many fingers are on the human hand. So thankfully, drums are a perfect fit for me. Oh, I loved those big bad bongos. Oh man, but here's the kicker. The first time I ever heard anyone play drums was when my oldest brother, Malcolm, played drums. He would play them in our bedroom every day after school, and our house was not that far from my primary school, so even before I left school, I could hear him in the distance playing. Like, louder and louder it got, the closer I got to home, like an orc army going to war. And there was my brother in the bedroom window, more hair than man, playing drums like Animal from the Muppets, like... Now, he thought he was making sweet, sweet music. I thought, oh dear Jesus, move out already. And the ironic thing is, the first time I heard drums, I thought they were too loud. I know. But as I got older in my teen years and I had kind of gotten into music, I was sitting at home with my friend Porrick, again, who you remember from the Pokemon story. Yeah, fuck that guy. We were watching MTV. Remember when MTV played music videos? Only 90s kids remember. We were watching MTV, and all of a sudden came on the TV Green Day. And Green Day's song of that time, the song that was playing everywhere, was Wake Me Up When September Ends. And I really liked the song, and we were listening to it a lot, and all of a sudden I could kind of hear the drums in my head. I didn't need to be able to sit down at the drums, I could already kind of hear them. And it's not the most complicated song in the world to play, it's not that hard to do, but even before I played drums, I could already kind of do it. So, I didn't have a drum kit, so I went into my bedroom and practiced on my legs, like... Boy, was I sexy. So, I saved up some money, bought a really crappy set of drums, but it didn't matter, because they were mine. And I put them out into the shed, and I played them as much as I possibly could. And Porrick, again, decided he wanted to take up music because I was doing it. And he wanted to play guitar too. But, just like me, he's not very musically gifted either. So he picked up the simple man's guitar, which is bass guitar. Oh, some people do not like that joke. Good, us drummers need to unite against you. But we decided we would take our instruments and go out into the shed, and we banged all day. Fucking British people. We went out into the shed and played Green Day songs all day, every day. Well, much to the disappointment of our neighbours, didn't really sound like music. Just sounded like someone swinging a bag of cats against the wall. But it was at this time in my life that it took its biggest turn ever. The biggest change I ever encountered was at this point in my life, because I had been going to college for 2 years for music production, and I wanted to learn more about drums, but my family decided that we were going to move. And we moved to a place called Ballycumber, to a log cabin in the middle of the woods. Now, just like Clan, you don't know much about Ballycumber. I don't blame you. Let's just say Ballycumber's where old people go to die. Not the best place for an 18-year-old at that time. And it was during college, when I was doing it, I realized that I wasn't really able to keep up. As I was doing my course, I fell way behind. I wasn't able to do the course as well as anybody else in my class. All my friends were amazing at it. Every project that came their way, they took it in their stride. A lot of them knew music theory already, but because I wasn't able to keep up, I just couldn't do it as well as the rest of them. So I decided to leave college. I felt so dumb about not being able to do the projects that I didn't even ask my friends for help. I was too embarrassed about it. So I left and went back to this cabin and completely lost myself. I had no idea who I was anymore. I became very heavily depressed. None of my friends were around me anymore, and we didn't even live near other people to be able to make new friends. And that's always the thing. They always say, if you move, it's fine if you leave your friends behind, because you'll make new ones. But I never did. I completely lost all my goals, my aspirations, my dreams. I had no idea what I was going to do with myself. And all I had to waste my time away was drums and video games, but I didn't even want to play those anymore because I was so miserable. Thankfully, at this moment in my life, my family decided to get the internet in the cabins, and I looked into a website called YouTube. Now, the thing about YouTube for me at this time was I didn't know YouTube was a job. I never started off even knowing that that was a thing you could do. I was just doing it for fun. But the thing that caught my eye immediately about it was I had been playing a lot of Battlefield 3 at the time. I really liked the game. I was okay at it. I knew what I was doing in the game, but I wanted to get better. So I ended up looking up Let's Players and how they played the game and learning tips and tricks and tactics and how to play the game better than I could. And I found a YouTuber called Level Cap Gaming. And the thing that surprised me most about him was, here was this guy in his bedroom playing video games, but all these other people showed up to watch him play. And I finally felt like I had a place where I belonged, a community that I felt a part of. I settled in, I talked to some people, made some few friends, the best I could through the comment section, and talked to people every day. And I finally had people who liked video games as much as I did, and shared some similar thoughts and opinions on the game that I did. So I thought, I want to do that. I want to create a channel. So I took the Jacksepticeye name and threw it into the ring, and started making videos, because no one knew better than I did at that time what it felt like to feel like an outcast, to feel like you didn't belong, to feel like a failure, to feel like you didn't have a place where other people understood you. So I wanted to create a community for people like that, to be able to come along and just have fun, not worry about anything, just sit back and laugh and enjoy the community all together. But before any of this took off, before I ever started doing YouTube, there was one game that stood out to me more than anything else during my teenage years, because here I was overcoming this huge life obstacle that it had thrown at me. And I had no idea how to do it. I was doing it in complete isolation, with no friends around to help me get through it. And that game became my favorite game of all time, which is Shadow of the Colossus. So just like before, I thought it'd be fun if one of you came up to play Shadow of the Colossus with me. Okay, alright. So, bit of a rule on this one. Since this is my favorite game of all time, and I want it to shine bright like the beautiful child that it is, I also know how broken it is. So we're going to need somebody who kind of knows how to play the game already. Because if you don't know how to play this game or defeat the first Colossus, then we're going to be here all night. So if you feel confident, keep that hand in the air.
That's me.
Oh, Vernon is a harsh critic when it comes to Shadow of the Colossus. Oh, we have somebody though. Come on down. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mind your step, high. Stand right there. Actually, you know what? No, don't stand. Sit in your throne. I like your Marvin mask. Okay, so, what's your name?
Julie.
Julie? Everyone say hi to Julie. Julie, have you ever had that many people scream at you before?
No.
Well, I'd be worried if you said yes. Okay, Julie, since you're going to be our YouTuber for right now, do you have a YouTube name?
No.
No. Okay. Someone just yelled titty sprinkles again. No, titty sprinkles too. No!
Titty sprinkles too, electric Googling.
My God, it doesn't take much, does it? Now, you know what? Since you have the Marvin mask on, we're going to call you Marvin, okay? So, somewhere Tumblr is going fucking nuts. So we're all going to yell, Marvin! 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 Very nice. Okay. If none of you keep up with the ego stuff, you're going to be completely lost. Okay, here is your controller. So, have you played Shadow of the Colossus before?
Yes.
Okay, have you played the PS4 version before?
Yes.
Fucking tasty. Okay, so do you know your buttons? X is to jump, square stab, and R2 is to hold on, okay? That's all you're going to need.
Okay.
Well, running around as well. That's easy. Okay, so let's get it kicking. Take it off away and do your Colossus. I don't know how to let's play. Okay, here they come. That's a huge bitch. Okay, Marvin. So, since at this point in my life, I was overcoming a huge life obstacle for myself, okay? You're about to go up against a huge obstacle as well. So I want you to name your Colossus after a life obstacle. It can be anything. Exams. Okay. None of us like exams. I especially hate exams. I told you. Attention span of a spoon. Okay, so you're going to go up against your exams and you're going to ace them, okay? Good. I like your confidence, okay? Head down, focused, steely determination. Let's get some attention going. Whistle at that bad boy. Oh, yeah. Okay, jump, Marvin, jump and grab. Oh, that is not at all what that was. It's okay, get back up, Marvin. Fight back, keep going, keep the struggle alive. Yes! Get up and stab that leg. Oh. Yes, now stab once more and keep holding on. Oh, you're a speedrunner. Go, Marvin, go! Yes! Oh, God. Oh, yeah! Climb that hairy ass. Go, Marvin, go! Oh, yeah, okay. We're not making much progress, but it's okay. Overcoming huge obstacles takes time. Patience. Okay, get up here and let's hang out for a second, alright? Okay, climb up, just press X. There you go, and let's hang out for a second. Gain some stamina back. Now go, Marvin. Go! Oh God, please, hold on! not worried at all. You have this. Okay, climb, Marvin, climb. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Keep going. That's a big hairy back, but we don't care. Get all the way up to their head and get stabbing away. Stab and grab. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no! Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm so nervous. Okay. Keep holding. Now stab. Oh, Jesus. Oh, grips of steel. Okay, stab. Yes! Now again, big stabs. Bigger than that, Marvin. Yes! Keep going. Big stabs, Marvin. We need those big ones. Once more, Marvin. Oh! So close. Keep holding on. Yes! You did it, Marvin. Stand up and take a bow. Thank you so much, Marvin. Okay, mind your step. Thank you, Mr. Security Man. Lovely. Okay. Give them some high fives on the way back. Oh boy. Okay. That was a bit of a struggle. A bit of a tough battle, but you know what? That's absolutely fine. Because overcoming your huge life obstacles is a struggle. It is a battle. But just like Marvin did, they got crushed a few times, but they got back up. Climbed that leg, climbed that hairy ass, and went all the way to the top. And when they went to the top, they became a winner. Good job, Marvin. And that's what you have to do in life. It's going to throw all kinds of obstacles at you all the time. Sometimes they're small, like boredom and laziness, but sometimes they are huge. And for me, at this time in my life, my large life obstacle was college. But college defeated me the first time I went through it. But I decided I'm not going to let that happen. Again, I'm going to get back on the horse. I'm going to keep fighting, keep pushing forward, and get a better life for myself because I was miserable how I was. So I went back, got back up on the horse, went back to college for my true passion in life. Hotel management. Don't cheer for hotel management. I have no idea why, okay? Can you imagine what that hotel would look like? Each wake-up call in the hotel would just sound like, top of the morning, Elon! World's loudest hotel. But when I went back to college, I moved on from my teenage years and went into the next stage of life. Adulthood. Oh. You think us adults know what we're doing? We just have the rest of you tricked into thinking we do. Oh yeah, but when I was doing college at the time, I was also trying to do YouTube at the same time. And it became really, really hard to do, because even back then, I was trying to give it a real go. And I was uploading 2 videos every day, the best I could. And I would come home every evening after college, 5 or 6 p.m., sit in my little YouTube command center, and make 2 videos. And I would edit them and render them down, but I'd have to upload them overnight, because we must have had the internet plugged into a tree outside. It took about 15 to 20 hours to upload the videos. I would go to college the next day, still not uploaded. I'd just go to the computer room during lunch and check and be like, oh thank God. Shitty Let's Play number 4 went up. Good, we're on our way. But I was having a great time with it, because after about 1.5 years of doing it, some people actually started to show up. After 1.5 years, the channel got to 2,500 subscribers. careful, because I made the channel for people, to actually hang out with people, give them a place to come and just watch some videos and like have a laugh and everything. And people actually started to show up. People were actually watching my content, and about 10 people would show up in the comments every day, and I'd sit down and answer all of them and talk to them as much as I could. But one day, I came home from college and somebody decided to explode everything. That person, of course, being PewDiePie. Felix had been holding a shout-out competition on his channel at that time, and I didn't even know anything about it. The people in the comments were the ones who told me about it. They said, dude, you should throw your name into the hat. What could go wrong? But you know what? They were right. I had nothing to lose, so I thought I'll just throw the name in, and I completely forgot about it. After a while, when the shout-out competition came out, I went home, sat at my computer, and instead of saying 2,500 subscribers, it suddenly said 15,000 subscribers. And I thought, oh shit! They found me. Now, people subscribing to your channel is great. It boosts your self-esteem, it motivates you, it expands the channel, but for some reason, I was convinced I was going to jail. And when I went into the comments, people were saying things like, dude, bro, guy, man, you want a PewDiePie shout-out? I flipped my ass like you would. And I made a video thanking Felix for everything he had done. This huge opportunity had come my way. A massive YouTuber had taken notice of what I was doing, and I had really looked up to him at the time, and I was having a great time. And after about 2 days, the channel went from 15,000 subscribers to 20,000 subscribers. But then it completely stopped. Because the thing about these shoutouts, and the thing that everyone thinks is going to happen, is that you get a shoutout from a large YouTuber, get millions of subscribers, and become an overnight success. But that doesn't always happen. Because even with a shoutout like this, with any sort of success that you want in your life, you still need to work really, really hard to get it. You take the opportunities that come your way, and you work hard at it. But at this time, I was kind of doing what everybody else was doing. On YouTube, I was doing the YouTube gamer walk. I hadn't found my own voice yet, which is fine, because when you're doing anything like this, you kind of imitate before you innovate. And you take on your inspirations, and you kind of use some of the stuff that they teach you, and then you find your own voice. So I decided, okay, I'm going to settle into myself. I'm going to actually become who I really am, not this version of myself that I thought people would like more. And I varied up my content, because I had been uploading 2 Grand Theft Auto 5 videos every single day for like 2.5 weeks. It was a terrible idea. So I started playing games that were more explosive, stuff that actually suited my personality, the bright, energetic, bubbly version of myself that I was too afraid to show people before. And that's when stuff really started to take off. That's when the channel went from 20,000 subscribers to 50,000 subscribers. Now, I remember this milestone very vividly because it was the first time I ever met anyone in real life. One day, as I was doing my grocery shopping, I was walking through Tesco. Yes, Tesco! I feel like I should just say fucking British people again. But as I was going through Tesco, 2 boys came up to me and tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Are you Jacksepticeye?" And I thought, oh shit! They found me again! And I was just standing in Tesco with a basket of groceries in my hand that just had baked beans and instant noodles. You know, the food of kings. Oh yeah, all the college people know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't worry, college people, you will eat real food again someday. But this fantastic because I had taken some pictures with them, signed some stuff, and went about our days. But this had given me the biggest boost of motivation that I ever had in my entire life. Because I had been trying to make this channel for people to hang out, to just have fun and build a community. But you people were already there. 50,000 people on a channel is a lot of people. But I just hadn't met anyone in real life yet to really quantify what that meant. So I went home, worked harder than I ever have before, worked 9 to 12 hours a day, every single day, never took time off, videos at the exact same time every day, because I loved it. It was something that was finally mine, something that I felt like I was good at, that I had people actually watching. I had this fiery passion in my belly that wasn't going to go out, and I just loved creating stuff. And that's when stuff really started cooking. At this point, the channel gained 1 million subscribers every 2 months. I have no idea how, when, why, or who. You're all fucking crazy. But it was amazing. I was incredibly grateful for it. I just tried to keep my head down, keep making videos, keeping the schedule going. Tried not to think about numbers, because that stuff gets very, very scary early on. And then, when you gain any sort of sudden boost in popularity, when suddenly a lot of people know who you are, shit gets very weird. And it got weird quick. Somebody sent a cake to my house once. I was at home, doing the YouTube thing, you know, top of the morning and all that. Classic me. And I heard a knock on the door. Ding dong. That's not a knock. I raced downstairs, put on my pants. Believe me, there's a reason you only see this much of me on camera. The only other time you see me, I'm wearing flamingo shorts. But at the front door of my house, there was a lady standing there, with nothing but a box in her hand and a smile on her face. No, very creepy. She didn't say who she was, didn't say why she was there. She just started to open up the box in front of me. Now, anything could have come out of this box. Small child could have jumped out of this box. Danny DeVito could have come out of this box. So as she opened up this thing in front of me, and I wincing at it, inside of it was a chocolate cake that said KSP like a boss. So she looks at me and says, "Do you know what this means?" I said, "No, crazy lady, I don't." So she hands me the box and leaves. I ate the cake. It was a chocolate cake. It was delicious. If it killed me, at least I'd be full and happy. No, don't laugh at that. That's a terrible life decision. Never, ever eat food that strangers give you, okay? But it was as I was eating the cake that I realized that KSP stood for Kerbal Space Program. So I thought back to an episode of the game when I was playing, and I was flying a plane in the game, and I was trying to land it. But I said out loud, spouting bullshit like I always did, again, classic me. When I was trying to land the plane, I said, "If I land this plane, somebody sent me a cake." Some lunatic took this literally. And after about 2 weeks had passed, the cake was back in nature where it belonged. I sat down to make more videos, but I got an email. And a very curious email came in, and the subject line said, "Did you get my cake?" I nervously clicked into it to see if it was my stalker. And the first line of this email said, "I'm not an axe murderer, but..." You know, every good story starts with "I'm not an axe murderer, but..." They went into great detail about how they found my house. They watched a vlog I did, saw the cathedral I live near, saw the ice bucket challenge video, saw the yellow buildings I lived in. I swear this motherfucker worked for CSI. When they figured out all the clues, they must have just hit a button on their desk that went, "Yeah!" But this email was sending a message. I know who you are.
Oh, yeah.
I know where you live. I could come to your house at any moment with an axe and murder you. But I won't. Here's a fucking cake. It gets weirder. After this had passed, the channel was doing so well that it suddenly became the most subscribed channel in Ireland. So, a newspaper decided they were going to do an article. An article about the top 10 most influential Irish people. On this prestigious list, at number 10 was the president. At number 9 was Bono. At number 8 was your boy. Now, again, super cool thing to happen, never happened before, really cool thing, but I try not to take it too seriously, not get too ahead of myself, because it was a tabloid newspaper. I didn't know how many people were actually going to read this thing. One day, the news called me. The news got wind of the article. It's what they do, they're the news. And a man with the most Irish name on planet Earth, he called me, and his name was Kieran Malooly.
Hello, my name's Kieran.
And Kieran sounds like an Irish Kermit the Frog. So he called me and said, "How are you, Shawnee? Saw the article you did in the paper and thought it was great. Just wondering if you wanted to do an interview for the news." I said, "No problem, Kermit, I'd love to." Cool opportunity, never happened before, nothing to lose. Why not? But in where we were living at the time, we were living in Athlone, and it had been raining so badly that the River Shannon I was living next to decided, "Hey, bro, I'm too full of water. I'm just gonna burst my bank and flood the whole town. Cool?" No, not cool. So we decided we were going to meet outside a place near my house named Sean's Bar. I told you there were more. Fun fact, Sean's Bar once got an award for being the oldest pub in Europe. It goes back to the year 900 AD. Yeah. Trust the fucking Irish to keep a pub alive for that long. But because it had flooded the town so badly, I decided I'm going to put on my wellies, I'm going to take my umbrella, or my short priest, and I'm going to wait outside Sean's Bar. So, we decided we were going to meet at 2 o'clock. 2 p.m. came, Kieran never showed up. Well, you know what? It's fine. Bad weather. He's probably stuck in traffic somewhere. 2:15 came. No sign of Kieran. 2:30 came, Kieran didn't show up. 3 o'clock came, I said, fuck this, I'm not getting wet. So I went back inside, gave Kieran the benefit of the doubt. He's probably dead. Only logical explanation. Bad weather, tsunami probably killed him. But just in case, I called the number that he called me from to see if he would pick up. But a lady answered the phone. And I asked her, did Kieran come to do the interview? Did he come to Athlone? And she said, oh yeah, Kieran drove all the way down. He's in town. But he decided to do a different story. About a lady whose garden got flooded. Okay. So you called me, blowing smoke up my ass, telling me that I'm the 8th most influential Irish person. And you ditched me to do a story about the fucking rain? That is the most Irish thing that has ever happened to me. Oh, Jesus Christ, Kieran. I'll get my interview one day. But, you know what? Didn't matter. I had nothing to lose out of this, and I was having a great time on the channel anyway. I was having so much fun doing my videos, just keeping my head down. But there was one game that did better than anything else at the time. A game I've done more episodes of than any other game on the channel. That game, of course, being Happy Wheels! Oh, believe me, I've seen your comments. It's back, everyone. Okay, same as before, Vernon's gonna go down, but this time we're picking out 3 people to play. Lots of hands in the air for Happy Wheels. Oh, we have 3 people. Come on down, folks. Nice. Take your time, don't fall over. Welcome. Welcome, hi, nice to meet you. Okay, everybody line up. Alrighty. Come on down.
Chestnut.
Ooh. Do you feel like you're about to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You're so scared? Okay, well let's put a mic on you and make it even scarier. Now it's about to get intense. Thanks, JP. Okay, enough's enough! Alright, so, what's your name?
My name's Lucy.
Lucy? Someone's having fun. Lucy! Everyone say hi to Lucy. Oh. Lucy, do you have a YouTube name?
No.
Wrong answer. Okay, you know what? We're gonna be nice to you this time.
Titties.
No, I'm the one with the fucking mic.
Pink titties.
Your YouTube name is going to be Lucy, Lucy, Bobusi, Banana, Banana, Bofusi, Lucy. Okay? Lovely, right? Alright, so you're all gonna chant that. Go!
Ah! Great!
What is wrong with you people? Okay, alright. Well, we're gonna need some support for you, okay? So we're all gonna just chant Lucy! Lucy! Yes, very nice. Thank you. That's a PMA right there. So, Lucy, have you ever played Happy Wheels?
Yes.
Okay, at least one of us has. Alright, so we're going to go down to play over here, okay? We can't go into browse levels. We don't have a solid internet connection, it's a live show, and Lord knows what we're going to find in there. Okay, so you get to pick any level on the left that you want to play. So, what looks good to you, Lucy? Oh god, it's getting away on you, Lucy.
Okay, well, I can't choose.
You can't choose? What should she play? I think this said that you should play. Okay, I heard a lot of Pokemon though. Okay, Lucy, who do you want to play as? Okay, let's go with Segway Steve! Okay, so up is to go forward and down is to go back and space is to jump. That's all you're going to need, Lucy, okay? Away with you. Go, Lucy! Oh God, Lucy. Lucy, what are you doing to that man? Jesus, no, get away from him! Are you dead? No, you're not. I have no idea what's happening. Well, this is our life now. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, he's dead. Now we can get out of there. Oh, God. Off to a great start. Okay, so, Lucy, Vernon is going to be our Happy Wheels Jesus over here, and he has the power. So, he's going to be restarting the levels for you. Look at it go. The power of magic. Okay, go again, Lucy. You know what you're doing this time. Maybe don't destroy that poor man.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, calm down, Lucy. Okay, no, go forward, go forward. The middle is the best, okay? Don't go losing your head, Lucy. Okay, let's start again. All right. Right, easy does it. Go forward. There you go. Okay, right there. Ah, girl, okay. We're doing great, Lucy. Okay. Never mind. You're still alive, but you're not going to get very far like that. Okay, let's go again. Okay? Here we go, alright? Easy does it there, Luce. It's fine. A nice little Sunday Segway ride. Here you go, easy does it. Don't... Oh, God. It's okay, it's fine. You don't need legs. Okay, easy does it. Okay, inch forward. Yeah, you're still alive, Lucy. Let's go. This is a horrible sight. Oh, Lucy, get out of there. Go back. Go back the other direction. Backwards, Lucy. Jump. Keep jumping. Oh, my mother. Okay, let's try this one more time, okay? You can do it this time, Lucy. I believe in you like I believe in Steve. Alright, hello, Mr. Man. Alright, no problem. Okay, so far so Lucy. Alright, get past my favorite Pokemon, Beefcake. Doing good, Luce. Alright. Remember, Jigglypuff is up next, so you're gonna have to get out of there. Okay, well you can go in. Alright, now back, keep jumping. Keep jumping. Yes! Alrighty, now, you're gonna have to do some fast stuff here. Go, 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 go! Da da da! Everyone give a cheer for Lucy! Thank you, Lucy. You know what? We still had fun. You can come over here and stand on stage as our lovely support family, okay? Come on over. There we go. Nice. I really like your outfit. Okay, what's your name?
Chloe.
Chloe? Everyone say hi to Chloe. Chloe, do you have a YouTube name?
Yeah. Time-lapse 11. Time-lapse 11.
Time-lapse 11. Ooh, spooky. Okay, so let's just go with time-lapse for now to get a good chant going, okay? Alright, so everyone just yell, time-lapse! 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 Fantastic! You are supported, time-lapse, okay? Everyone here is going to cheer you on. So, you're going to use this. You get to pick any level after Pokemon training that you want to do. What would you like to play? BMX Park. Okay. Let's click on this and let's get going. Alright, so. Okay. Billy and Bobby! Alright. Oh, you know what you're doing. Oh, this is a Happy Wheels veteran right here. Oh my god, how did you do that? That's not physics. Okay, okay, yes! 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 Oh, look at you go! You're crushing it! Okay, Vernon might be Happy Wheels Jesus, but this is Happy Wheels God. Time lapse, stand up and take your bow. Oh my god, here you go. Okay. All right. Contestant number last. Come on down. No pressure at all.
Probably is.
Okay. Here's your keyboard. We're stepping on it right now. Oh lord. No, get away from that. We already destroyed that one. Okay, thank you, Vernon. Okay, so. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Chloe.
Chloe again! Everyone say hi to Chloe. Chloe, do you have a YouTube name?
I do, yeah. It's Cleo Chloe.
Cleo Chloe. Lovely. Okay, alright. So we'll have fun with this one again, okay? So, everybody on the bottom floor, you're all gonna yell Cleo. Good job. Let's give it a test. Cleo. Okay, you are alive. All of you people all the way up on the top balcony. Are you still alive now? Okay, good. The air is thin up there. I thought you all died. You're all gonna yell Chloe, okay? Good job. All right, so let's go. Excellent! Alrighty, Cleo, Chloe. So, same as before, you get to pick any level on the left. What would you like to play? I have no idea what they're yelling. Laboratory 1! Why the hell not? Let's play this one. Okay. So, who do you want to play as? Has to be Segway Steve! Okay. you, getting the crowd on your side. This is your job, okay? All right, let's go again. Let's start from the beginning. All right, so up is to go forward, down is back, and space is jump, okay? Keep going forward. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, sweet mother of Jesus. Did anyone order a smoothie? Okay, since this is going horribly, and I hate looking at that, let's try again. All right, get that out of my eyes. All right, go, go. You're going to need some speed on this one because speed is key. Okay, we are back in the shin again. Okay, let's try again. Steve might not be fast enough for this one, okay? I know, blasphemy. All right, get ready now. Jump! Oh, God. See, there's a bounce on it. Oh, mother of Jesus. Okay, let's try again. Keep going. We're not giving up that easily, all right? You're going to do this. Okay, go. Okay. Wait. Okay. You did it! What did I say about looking at me? Eyes down, Chloe! Okay, I'm sorry I'm yelling at you. It's what Happy Wheels says to me. Okay, so this time we're going to wait a little bit, all right? When you get to the bridge, we're going to wait for the bridge to form itself. Okay? I told you not to look at me. Eyes down, Chloe. It's fine. It's fine. I still believe in you, okay? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. You've got a lot of support right here. Okay, let's take it easy. Okay, we're going to try something different this time. Let's start it off again, Bernie. All right, I'm going to help you out with this one, okay? So, we're going here. Don't press space. We're going to hold on right here. Ah, we have some tricks. Okay, keep going, Chloe. This is all you now. All right. Yes! I have no idea what the hell is happening. Keep going, keep going, keep going! Oh, Jesus, mother of God. All right, we know what we're doing now this time, okay? Oh, no, Mr. Robo Man, go away! Leave us the fuck alone, okay? Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Oh, no! You just had to leave it on screen, didn't you? Okay, you know what you're doing this time. When you get to the bridge, go, 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 go! Oh God, when you get to the bridge, hold on, Chloe, yes, go! Excellent job, Chloe, you're doing marvelously. Okay, down we go, okay, now keep going, yes! Oh, Jesus. I hate this level. Okay, Chloe, let's try this once more, all right? We can do it this time, right? Alrighty, Chloe, go, go, go. All right, first bridge. Oh no. Okay, you didn't see that, didn't happen. Shh, blanket for your memories. Good. All right, slow it on down when you get to the bridge. Oh, I see what the problem is, because Happy Wheels controls are fucked. Down is to slow down, okay? I know, it makes no sense. All right, it's like Irish people. All right, let's go again. All right, we know what we're doing now though this time. All right, here we go. Yes! See, it wasn't Chloe's fault. I just didn't tell her the controls. All right, here we go. Okay, jump, jump, jump. All right, okay. Once more. Oh, Jesus Christ. These dead bodies everywhere. All right, last time. This is it. I can feel it. In my bones, indeed. Go, go, yes! All right. Speed is key, but slowing down is also key every now and then. Nice. Go, 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 go. Now, jump! Oh! Chloe, you know what? It's okay. You kept a smile on your face the entire time and you kept trying. Give Chloe a cheer! Thank you so much. Stand up and take a bow. Everybody, in together. Let's all bow at the same time. mind your step. Light the way, my dude. Give your warriors one last cheer. They were absolutely fantastic. So much energy going around. Oh, baby. So, sadly, we've come to the end of our show. I know. I wanted to be up here yelling at Happy Wheels as much as you guys did. But you guys had fun, right? Thank God. So, I told you guys at the start of the show that we were going to go through a journey of life. Now we have done that journey all together. And at the start of the show, I asked you guys a simple question, which is how did we get here? And the reason that we are here, the reason that I am on stage, and the reason we are all in this room here right now, is because of all of you lovely people. There is no way that I would be half the person I am now, or get to do half of the cool things that I do, or get to be up on a stage talking to everybody if it wasn't for everybody who subscribed to the channel. So whether you're here in the room, or whether you're at home, even if you came to the channel, left, even if you came to the channel and hated it, at least you gave it a chance. And for that, I can never thank you all enough. Thank you so very, very much. Please. No, we're not done yet. We're not done. I appreciate it. I am up on here on this stage right now talking to everybody, but technically I shouldn't be here at all. I shouldn't be here because at a very young age, life didn't want me to be here. Life got very, very difficult for me in my teenage years. I got very depressed, all my goals and aspirations were gone. I had no idea where I was going in my life, or what I was even going to do with myself. But the point about this is that everybody goes through struggles. Everyone has their own battles that they're going through. Whether they be small or large, does not matter. We are all going through stuff together. And the reason I got up here to tell my story is to not brag about all the things that I've done, not to show off everything that's happened to me. And I know I'm literally talking down to a lot of you, but I hope that it never ever feels like that, because I try to never forget where I came from. The reason that I put clown in the story is to remind you of, I didn't come from a special place. I didn't come from a huge city or anything spectacular. I came from a really, really small town, and that's the point. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter your background, doesn't matter the colour of your skin, doesn't matter whether you're straight, gay, bi, or anything in between. What matters at the end of the day, and the thing that I've noticed doing this for 5 years, the thing that it always comes back to is the people behind it, the humanity behind it. Because even though we all look different on the outside, on the inside we're all the same. We're all going through our battles, we're all going through our fights. So it's about time we started treating each other like that. Like actual people, building each other up instead of tearing each other down all the time. And what I want people to do now, as you go out of this room, as you go about your lives, is to go out there and be the heroes of your own stories. Thank you.
If anyone